All right, guys, this is what you came for. This is what we want to see. What is going on, my beautiful people? Today we are out in the woods, which is a little bit different than the fishing content that you guys been seeing recently, but I wanted to go ahead, get out. It's starting June here in the state of Georgia, and I wanted to start getting some stuff out for deer. Unfortunately, I haven't been putting out the protein like I should have throughout the year, just with everything going on in the world. It's been hard for me to get some supplies. But what I wanted to do today is I actually found some stuff that was on sale from last deer season. It's corn boost, supercharged with protein, and you're supposed to mix it with corn. Unfortunately, I didn't have any corn to mix it with, so I just put it out on the ground. I'll play some clips of that for you guys. But I had left my trail cameras out since deer season. They've just been sitting on trees off without SD cards in them. And just changed the batteries out in the Primo's blackout. If you guys want to see the link of the review of that camera, I'll put it up above. And I pulled out the other camera that I had recently purchased last deer season. And here is that camera. This is a Moultrie camera M series. I'm not sure the actual numbers of that, but I know I have a review of it on my channel as well. I'll link it above. And we're gonna go put this actually on a trail where we had a pretty decent buck come through last year, and I know that a lot of deer use that trail. So we're gonna go put that out on that trail. And I have the Primos, like I said, looking over this product we had put out that we got on sale. And I'll come back in 2 weeks. We'll see kind of what deer moving through this area. There was a big patch of timber about a half a mile or a mile up the road that had been cut. So we're hoping that some of those deer came to our property. And so we're gonna try and see if we can't get some pictures of what was out there. But that'll give us a good tell for upcoming bow season, what kind of deer we got in the area. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put the protein pellets out, and then in 2 weeks, we're gonna come back, check our trail camera, and see what kind of deer have been coming into the area. And this is corn boost. It's a different type of protein pellet. 2 times the nutrients of plain corn. You're supposed to mix it with corn. I don't have any corn today, so we're just gonna put this out by itself. And all I'm gonna do is just kind of sprinkle it in this area. That way the deer can come in, and we'll make sure we get some different angles of them. But once again, that is the bag of what we put out. All right, so now this pine tree right here that you guys can see, that's where I'm gonna go put this camera. This is the Primo's Proof blackout camera, and got it set for 10-second video clips. And we are gonna come back in 2 weeks. We'll pull this back down and see what we got. All right, so I know the background probably looks the same, but we're actually in spot number 2. If you look right between these 2 trees right here, you can see a trail that's coming up underneath here. And it runs actually right up through there, back up towards the house and towards the roadway that we drove in on. So this oak tree right here with the V in it is where I had this camera set up last year when we got a picture of probably, I wouldn't even say probably, it's the biggest buck we've seen out here. So we're gonna take this Moultrie trail camera, we're gonna put it back in the same setup and try to see what's coming up and using this path. And one thing that I do wanna say about this camera, I turned this camera off either late January or start of February when deer season ended, and it's been sitting in the tree with the batteries in it ever since then. And I had just changed the batteries apparently when I had set it up, because the batteries are still at 95% battery. So it's been 5-6 months since I've turned this thing off, and the batteries are still good in it. So hopefully that'll be the test. We're gonna set it up and we'll come back in a week and see if the batteries are still good and see if it's taking pictures. If not, we'll know then, and I'll give you an update in this video. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this up, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. All right, everybody. So I know it's only been a couple seconds for you guys, because, man, the power of editing is great, and the fact that you guys don't have to wait 2 weeks to see the results of this product is fantastic. But we are in the spot where we put out that product. As you can see, we definitely have some tracks. This looks like some young does in the mud here. Probably last year's 2-year-olds, but we're gonna go and see in just a moment. And I'm actually gonna put out some more product. That won't be in this video, that'll be in another video. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave a like so you don't miss out on it. All right, everybody, we have made it back to the house, and I'm gonna try to finish this video before my camera dries. But I looked at the first trail camera, the Moultrie trail camera that we put out on that trail, and it didn't take any pictures. I don't know what happened. I did some tests out in the field, and it does appear that it is taking pictures, but we'll see in a couple weeks if it is taking pictures, because I put some product out that I know the deer are gonna love. Now, as far as this trail camera, we put the product out at 6/13, so June 13th at roughly 12 p.m. And at 2 p.m. we had our first visitor. As you can see in this video that I'm playing on the screen now, that we had, looks like a doe come in. Sorry for banner in the background. But anyways, we had a doe come in, and so that was our first deer. I mean, it's a pretty decent doe. Looks like it might be a 2 or 3 year old. So it looks like that doe fed around for a little while, and then we actually had a spike come in at roughly 3:40. So 40 minutes after that doe was there, we had this spike come in. I'll show a video of it. So unfortunately enough, our camera did die. But it was right after that spike came in. It looks like that is where the footage stopped. So that's where we're gonna pick back up. It looks like that buck, he kind of sat there and ate around for a little while. I was gonna see if any other bucks came in with him, because a lot of times in early season, bucks will run together. So there could be 2 or 3 different spikes with him. Doesn't look like it in this circumstance, unfortunately. So as I'm scrolling through this, I've actually noticed that there's a lot of different possums, raccoons, and even some rabbits coming into this mineral site and eating some of this protein. So that just goes to show that everything in this environment in these early summer months, you know, they've eaten a lot of the forage that they prefer to eat, and they're needing this protein. So by all means, if you guys don't put out protein, especially start of summer towards, you know, bow season into gun season, you definitely need to, because every animal in the environment is going to benefit from it. On the 14th at 8:55 a.m., so the morning afterwards, and 64 videos afterwards. So if you guys don't believe that deer frequent this area, come on guys, we got lots of videos of does. But the next morning we actually had, I think this is the same spike that I showed you a minute ago, come in, and he ate around for a little while. But he is digging this mineral, so I'm hoping he'll bring in some other deer that'll want to see this. Man, we got a bunch of Reggie here. Old Reggie the raccoon. Man, Reggie made a friend in this clip. Him and this doe getting down with it. I kid you not, this raccoon and this doe sat there and ate for a really long time until something actually scared them out. And I'm going to show you guys what this is, because I want these things gone. So we used to never have a problem with this particular animal that you guys are seeing on screen right now. And towards the tail end of last year, we actually got the boar and the sow on camera and saw her piglets. Well, it appears 5 of the piglets, maybe 6, I think it's just 5, have made it. And now they are in one of my favorite hunting areas. And I have a night vision scope. I don't know if you guys know that or not yet. I got that night vision scope for a bachelor trip that I was gonna take when I was supposed to get married back in May, and you know, COVID and everything going on, we pushed back our wedding till November, in the middle of the rut, I know, but it was the only day that was available. So if you guys know how to hunt pigs, or any pointers on killing some pigs, please let me know, because I don't want these things around. And they sat there and ate for a good long while. Got an old yoke. What is this? This looks like my neighbor's dog. Let's take a look at this. What the heck is he carrying? It's got a flopping ear. I think these dogs killed a fawn and they're carrying it around, and I got it on trail camera. Cause look, if you look at this dog, it no doubt looks like it's got some deer legs in its mouth. Kind of look beside it right here, you can see something flopping around. I think they found a fawn and killed it and ate it. My neighbor's dogs. I'm gonna have to talk to my neighbor. That's crazy. I never would have thought we would have got my neighbor's dogs basically killing a fawn, and I guess they're taking it back home. All right, guys, this is what you came for. This is what we want to see. I got 2, it looks like 2-year-old, maybe 3-year-old bucks. One of them's definitely gonna be a shooter with my bow. I can tell you that right now, and he's probably not done growing. And the other one, it looks like he's having some issues on his right side. But just take a look at this clip. That mainframe 8 in the background, I'm interested to see how he turns out come bow season. Because he's pretty big right now, and it's start of June, or start of July, excuse me, it's end of June. he's got the chance to be a stud. Let's see if there's some more videos of him. Unfortunately, it does not look like there's any more videos of him in that clip, but I'm gonna keep looking through the card and see if maybe we can find him. So actually here is a mom and a fawn, and this is after those dogs came through, so at least they didn't get this one. But I'm pretty sure those dogs had a baby fawn that they had caught and eaten. All right, looks like we got another spike here. Let's take a look at this one. Pretty decent spike. I mean, he's definitely got some pretty long spikes. I don't think that deer's gonna amount to much, because he's gotta be, I mean, if he's a 1-year-old deer, he looks pretty young. He's got some pretty hefty spikes. And that's why I like doing these trail cameras, because you get to see these new deer that you have that you didn't have last year. I guarantee you all of those spikes weren't spikes from last year. Some of the bigger bucks that we had got on trail camera throughout last year, they weren't on this one. Those 2 bucks that I just saw, I'm pretty sure are new bucks that I haven't had pictures of before. But I'm excited to see how they turn out. They were probably last year's 2-year-olds, probably some of those basket racks and stuff like that I saw. But they're definitely getting a little bigger, and I'm interested to see the ones that were pretty big last year that I know made it through the season. And if you want to see that, check up above, because there was some big bucks that made it through the season. So go check that video out, because I'm interested to see what those deer turned into. But that was it. That's all I have. The next video is me coming back to get that card. So definitely say this product works. I mean, it's proven that the deer need this supplement. There was lots of deer that came in over the 2 weeks that needed that. And it wasn't like a pile of corn or anything like this. This is just a mineral site. So if I was to put some corn or some more attractant or food in the middle of this mineral site, which I may do in a future video, so make sure you click the bell notification and leave a comment below of what kind of food or minerals that you want me to try. I'll be more than happy to do that for you. But, you know, these deer, they're gonna be very huntable. And all of these deer are within range of my stand. So I have some more product out right now. I'll come back in about 2 weeks, and that video, probably 2 or 3 weeks, and that video will be up. But just turn on the bell notifications, that way you don't have to worry about it. And subscribe if you like this kind of content. I do a lot of fishing content as well, but as deer season ramps up, I start doing way more deer stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you haven't subscribed, please click that subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications, that way you don't miss my future uploads. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we're gonna go into the next segment. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I don't typically talk about God or religion or anything like that. But if you watched my last video, you saw us talk about John chapter 6, verse 44. And I'll link that video up above. That way, if you missed it and you want to hear that verse, by all means, go back to it. I'm not going to ask that you like or subscribe this video because of God. I just want to lead people towards Christ and towards God and worship Him. Today's verse of the week is going to come from Isaiah, and it's going to be chapter 40, verse 31. Those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar high on the wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. And I think that's a really strong passage, just kind of showing the strength of Christ and what He can do for those that believe in Him. And as you guys heard, or if you didn't hear and you want to know, in John chapter 6, verse 44, it says that no one can come through Christ unless God moves them to do so. So if you are feeling that need for Christ or anything like that, God's looking at you. He knows that you're struggling, and He wants you to meet His Son, Jesus Christ, because Christ came to this world and died for our sins. And that's very powerful. And for those that believe in Christ, as Isaiah says, there is a newfound strength that you will have to beat your sin and to give up those temptations. So I hope you guys enjoy that, and I hope somebody that needed to hear that message heard that message. And I hope that if you have any questions or any concerns like that, comment below. I'll try my best to help you. I'm no theologist or a biblical expert by any means. I'm just some random guy that found Christ and has been reading the Bible. And I want to share that word with you guys. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more content for hunting and fishing stuff, as well as a verse of the week. That's going to be a new thing. And yeah, always remember, when nature calls or God calls, you better answer. Peace.